Trossard has been dubbed the magician by the manager of Arsenal, that is Mikel Arteta. Welcome to this channel. This is the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun. 22nd of April it is, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as this story is really concerned. We're having Trossard himself, Arteta, Martin Keown, and discussions of their next fixture that they're going to be playing tomorrow against a side called Chelsea. So smash the like button close to 400 times, and don't forget to see it that you really subscribe to this channel to see it that we hit 21,000 subscribers. We are left with like, is it 60 subscribers to hit 20,900 subscribers? And I tell you, we must hit that mark by the end of this week. We must hit that mark. I know the reason as to why last week it never really went on well, because Arsenal has been losing games. I know the vibe is always high on this channel when Arsenal is winning, and when Arsenal is losing, the vibe really gets down. After Arsenal getting back to winning ways against Wolverhampton Wanderers, I tell you, I think it's really gonna be acting on well for this channel. So let's see close to how many subscribers. We want 200 before the end of this. Let's make 200 subscribers, such that we hit 21,000 subscribers, right? Huge milestone for this channel. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. With the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living true God bless you abundantly. Now, it's really very important to note that we are really having a very good go. I think this is the fourth video of the day. I've gone ahead to bring you my reaction of the El Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Madrid is going to beat Barcelona by 3-2, and let's obviously come up with what Arteta had to say about Leandro Trossard. Now, Arteta was asked on Leandro Trossard's impact since he joined Arsenal. He said he's a little magician. He can score on any surface, and he's a big threat. So composed, so cool. He can play in different positions. It's just a joy to have him in the team. Obviously, when I was listening to a certain guy analyzing the game of football, which game was it? Yeah, today I was listening to the pundits coming in through to analyze Vasquez, the importance of Vasquez. Now, he was like saying every team needs a player like Vasquez, a player who is really multidimensional, and he doesn't really get in more minutes, but each and every time they flaunt him on the field of play, he raises up to the occasion, right? He raises up to the occasion, and that is really very important to note for the team of Real Madrid. And Vasquez today is going to be involved in 3 goals. First goal was responsible for the penalty. Second goal, he went ahead to score it, and third goal, he created it for Jude Bellingham. That is it. So when you go to Arsenal, one of the most versatile, efficient players they really have is Leandro Trossard. He's not dubbed as a starter in the club of Arsenal, but he comes in through to put in a shift. 9 goals in the Premier League, 3 goals. I think he's having 3 goals in the Champions League. 3 or 4. I think they are 4. Then he has 1 goal in the Community Shield. That is Leandro Trossard for you, taking his tally to 14 this season. Very, very huge products by the player, and I think he's really going to be one of those that's supposed to be looking at. Now, calling him a magician has come through hard work. He's not this kind of player that people come and say, he's good, but his work and efficiency has gone ahead to speak for Leandro Trossard, and that's why Mikel Arteta finds it very easy to call him a magician. When you look at the goal he scores, trust me, he's a magician, because he got that ball from Jesus, and he hit it because he hit it with his right foot, like the outside of his foot, because there are very many players trying to obviously aim at that ball, and it crossed the goal line. That is the beauty of this guy. When he came in through, I told Arsenal fans that you've gone ahead to get in decent players, and I can put him in the same ilk with Kai Havertz, because for Kai Havertz, he has gone ahead, I think, to score 9 goals and some assists in the Premier League, but he's also a versatile player. You know, the difference with Trossard is he can play every position that Kai Havertz plays, and can play out wide right and left. But for Kai Havertz, you can only get his efficiency when he plays centrally, like a number 8 or a number 10 and a number 9. That is Leandro Trossard for you. Sorry, Kai Havertz for you. But for Leandro Trossard, he's a very good player. His composure is out of this world. That's why I believe he should be starting many games of Arsenal in these remaining 5 games, because Arsenal have gonna hit to play 33 games and they've gonna hit to collect 74 points as a club of Arsenal. So in these remaining games, I don't want to see Martinelli getting into the starting 11 of Arsenal. Why should they? Why should they have Martinelli in the starting 11 of Arsenal? I see no reason of really putting Martinelli in the starting 11 of Arsenal. All they have to do is go ahead, get Trossard in, and see what he gets you in the 70 minutes, and get on Martinelli to play the remaining 20, because that's what he deserves. Because even when he comes off the bench, he doesn't look like a player that he was last season, you know. So we wait and see how that pans out. But Arteta's gonna hate to dub him a magician. He's a different kind of player. He plays in different positions and he plays in those positions effectively. That is Leandro Trossard for you. And for everyone who loves Leandro Trossard, I think this is gonna go down well for you. Not so? Then Martin Keown has come out and said the following, that he's been a revelation since he came to the club. Value for £27 million. Sorry about that. Value for money, £27 million. Yeah, Arsenal paid £27 million to Brighton to obviously sign on Leandro Trossard. And when you look at the numbers putting in through, obviously they are not usual numbers. They're really unusual. That's why obviously say this guy is unreal. I love the player, and I think Arteta should obviously get to know that Arsenal benefits a lot when Leandro Trossard is on the pitch for the lion's share of the 90 minutes than when Martinelli is on. Martinelli is going to hit obviously see to it that costs Arsenal. You know, the game of Aston Villa came in through and you saw what he had to do in the game of Bayern Munich, costed them the goal, and he got the best chance of the game and failed to score. So I think if that chance finds Leandro Trossard there, obviously it crosses the line. I'm 100% sure. If that chance of Leandro Trossard, of Martinelli, that he got in the box courtesy of that square from Martin Odegaard in the 6 years box area, finds Trossard, he hits that ball into the back of the net, because he rarely misses. I know he missed out on a sitter when Arsenal was playing against Aston Villa in the game Arsenal that went ahead to lose by 2-0, but he's really a very efficient player. He rarely misses out, especially in the big moments when Arsenal need him. He raises up to the occasion. That is Leandro Trossard in for you. After Trossard, we really have after Martin Keown, the legend of Arsenal, was part of the Invisibles. Then Trossard was asked via BBC about the goal he went ahead to score against Wolves. Said, I just had to handle it so quick, so I went with the toe. I tried to get it on the target and it went in super well. I'm pleased it went in. We really needed it. We wanted a response for ourselves. We had such a great win before last week and it has been a tough 2 games. The response was brilliant today versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's what Trossard went ahead obviously coming through and really say. So the response was brilliant according to Leandro Trossard, and obviously the players came in through and really put in a shift. So I think he was really right. He just hit it by his toes, and the front of the boot poked into that ball into the back of the net. It shows you how aggressive he was, because that player, that ball that was given to him by Gabriel Jesus was really very inviting, not only to Trossard, but also to the defenders of Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Kilmans of this world were like, we can really get in this ball, but obviously Trossard went ahead to hit it immediately and it went into the back of the net. That is the power of Trossard's magic. And I tell you what, Trossard is really doing well and putting in the required shift for the team of Arsenal. So that is it coming in from Leandro Trossard. He also went ahead and obviously said the following to the Arsenal website. I think he said, another clean sheet, 2 great goals. It's a perfect win for Arsenal. It's a massive boost. We wanted to win this game. There is another game coming up very soon. So now we need to recover, get ready again, and then show us again on Tuesday. Obviously, Arsenal is going to be playing against Chelsea. That is the next tie. They're really going up to the players need to recover. And after recovering, they need to find themselves in a position of obviously playing against Chelsea. And today morning, obviously, I'm going to come up with the video of Chelsea versus Arsenal. Chelsea is going to be coming in through to play. Chelsea is going to be coming in through to play against. Chelsea is going to be coming in through to play against. What's the side? Arsenal at Emirates, and all what Arsenal needed to recover. When it talks about recovery, have you gonna hate to play on Saturday? They're only going to rest on a Sunday. Today on Monday, they are gonna run to the field or the training center of Sobha Reality Training Center and see how things will go through down there. So we wait and see how Arsenal is gonna go past this. But I tell you, they're really doing great, and they're really being observed as one of those teams that should come in through and really put in a very well required shift in the meantime. So that's what Trossard said after the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and he also had to say the following. You know, this is a Trossard show. If you hate Trossard, I'm sorry, but has been declared a magician by Mikel Arteta. Trossard concluded and said, this is what you play for as a football player. This is what you play for as a footballer, as a football player. You want to play for prizes and get involved in title races. We need to focus on ourselves. We can only do our own thing, and that's to win all our games. And I think everyone is ready to do that. Obviously, I tell you, if Arsenal continue to win all their games, they are going to win the trophy. I smell a shocker. I smell a shocker, guys. I tell you this. There is a shocker coming in through. And it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Man City is always going to hate to obviously win all these games. But have you going to hate to see the fixture of Man City? I think this was all planned by the Premier League, that if Man City have to win the league, they have to do it the hard way. When you look at those fixtures they're going to hate to be playing, on Wednesday, they played Real Madrid and got knocked out. They played 120 minutes. On Saturday, yesterday, they played against Chelsea in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Now on Thursday, they're going to be playing against Brighton, and on Sunday, they're going to be playing against Nottingham Forest, and those two games are away from home. I think that's a plot to see to it that Man City plays 2 games away from home, you know, in a space of how many days? In a space of like 2 days. I think it's really going to break them a lot. I believe Man City would have gone ahead to welcome this game because they played on Saturday, resting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and playing on Wednesday would have gone ahead to be better. But playing on Thursday, however much you've gone ahead to get an extra day of rest, I don't find it very calling for Pep Guardiola. That's why he was really very furious on those fixtures, and it shows you that the plan is that they want Man City to drop points. I tell you this. So, the game of Brighton and the game of Nottingham Forest, I can tell you this. Keep a keen eye onto them. Keep a keen eye onto those games. I tell you what, they're going to be really very important, and they're going to be really very, very vital into the title race, because Nottingham Forest at home, it's not an easy nut to crack. Brighton at home is also not an easy nut to crack. And remember, Pep Guardiola has not gone ahead to get 3 points from the, I think it's the Amex Stadium of Brighton. So Thursday this week, all your eyes in there for you, and we'll see what will happen. Mikel Arteta came up and got asked on looking ahead to Tuesday, game of Chelsea, said, now we have another big one, a London derby against a great team that are in good form. in front of our people. Let's do it. Now, obviously, you have to understand what exactly it is to obviously coming through and put in a shift for the club of Arsenal. They're having 2 London derbies, and they're really crucial. Against Tottenham Hotspur after playing against Chelsea on Tuesday. And it's really one of those moments that prove to us that they are really ready to take on the next huge step. If you're not really ready to take on the next huge step, then these London derbies are going to be very, 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 very bad if at all Arsenal really lose to them. But if Arsenal wants to go on and really get to the levels that we anticipate that they should be at, they need to win these London derbies. I tell you, they should win these London derbies and see to it that they take the trophies to where they deserve to be. And I tell you, if you're an Arsenal fan, all you would love to see is your team really winning these London derbies. But for Chelsea at home, I think Arsenal will do the needful to obviously win that game of football. But for Tottenham Hotspur away on Sunday, I think it's going to be a huge one. And it will depend on how Arsenal perform and how they raise up to the occasion and which players will be fit. Because a day in football is really huge. So, against Chelsea, he says the players have to recover. After him recovering, they're going to be playing in front of their crowd, and that crowd is really going to be giving. But if we're going to hit to see Chelsea, that against big teams, they raise up to the occasion. But at Emirates, they might really try to make it hard for Arsenal, but Chelsea is really having no clinical striker. When you look at how Nicholas Jackson had to miss out on 4 clear-cut chances in the game of Man City that would have gone to see Chelsea play in the FA Cup finale, you really wonder who is really going to score those goals. And for every Chelsea fan will be like, I wish all chances that we got against Man City befell onto Carl Palmer, because for Carl Palmer, very clinical, very much composed, and could obviously even take his moment, take some water, and obviously pass that ball past the goalkeeper. But for Nicholas Jackson, he really looked bad. But you get to know that it being a derby, this game can go either sides. And for Chelsea fans, they'll obviously want to make it hard for Arsenal to go through and really win this trophy. And they would love to say, all right, let us stop you from winning the trophy. The same applies to the side of Tottenham Hotspur. With that derby, they're going to come in through and really say, all right, we should stop Arsenal from doing this. But all in all, we wait and see what happens and how everything is really going to pan out. Because for Spurs, they're really having huge games to play. Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. In their last 6, they're having 4 big teams to play. You get 2 away, 2 at home. So they might find themselves losing close to 12 points in the remaining games, which will be a very huge burden for them to get into the Champions League position. So we wait and see how that goes on, and I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below as Arteta dubs Trossard a magician. Do you think he's really a magician? I believe he is, because he's one of those underrated players in the league. But I think with the tally of goals he's going to need to put up this season and the number of assists he put up last season, because last season he put in close to where they 11 or 13 assists last season, you understand? And this time he's putting in goals, not assists. So that means next season, I think Arsenal is going to score more goals and they're really going to be a threat because of the players that I believe they are going to get in. If Arsenal gets in Douglas Luiz, Zubimendi, and Olise or Pedro Neto, I tell you what, they'll be good to go. They'll be good to go, and the creativity levels are really going to go high, and you'll find Trossard scoring 20 goals in the league. He can. He's really clinical and lethal in front of goal. It's a Monday. Rokani David, I repeat it, is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. So, your thoughts on to Keown, Mikel Arteta, and Trossard himself. I just can't wait for them into the comment section below. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 21,000 subscribers. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful channel of ours. But remember, Tomiyasu got a knock in the game of Bayern Munich. He's out, and we just can't wait to see what the manager tells us in the pre-match press conference that's going to be held today at the Sobha Reality Training Center. Kai Havertz also really had a limp off on the pitch. Is he really okay? I'm out. Ciao, ciao.